justice served. Welcome back, guys. Kibla Ahmed Art here. Hope you guys are well and safe. Guys, Zack Snyder's Justice League comes out this Thursday on HBO Max, Sky Cinema, and Now TV. Guys, this movie, it says it right at the beginning, directed by Zack Snyder. This is Zack Snyder's Justice League. Here's a little backstory. A couple of years ago, a movie called Justice League came out, and due to terrible circumstances, Zack Snyder had to leave and Joss Whedon had taken over. I'm not going to get into the mess of all of that. Later on, after the theatrical release came out, the fans came together and they wanted to see the Snyder version. And over the past 5 years, there's been so much going on with social media campaigns and people wanting to get this together. And then Snyder himself releasing pictures and things that instigated this even more. And I'm so happy to say that we got to see the original version that he intended to show us before. Massive thank yous to the fans that helped campaign all of this, and massive shout outs to Zack Snyder, because last year when he announced that he was going to do this, it was on a watch along when he was watching Man of Steel, and he said it's coming to HBO Max, and oh my god, it has been one hell of a journey so far. I'm not going to say too much about the story, guys. All I'm going to say is that Batman is putting a team together because there is something big and bad coming to the world, and he needs to put a team together and save the world. That's all I'm going to say. Here's a quick breakdown, guys. Originally, they were going to release the Snyder Cut in 4 episodes, so it was going to be probably a weekly thing, but they made the decision of just getting it all out there straight away. But what the main thing he did was he put it in parts. Now this is amazing because it gives the story great structure, and it feels more of like a graphic novel when you're watching it. But it has, each story has a really crucial part to play once it gets to the climactic ending, and I think it's great because each character gets its own shine, and it's the most important and key part of Zack Snyder's Justice League. Every character had a key part in what they played in this story, and it is done so well. You guys are going to get to see something really special here, where everybody gets to shine, every character gets to shine, every moment gets to shine, because it's based in parts, so you can see where it's going to build and how it's going to climax and how it's come together so well. The dialogue was great, the costumes were great, the soundtrack, oh my god, it was absolutely awesome. It was crucial to this story and how much it meant. Every part of this Justice League story has a crucial point and a crucial climax for the epic ending that we got. The dialogue in this was great. I feel like every character got to do and say what they wanted in the scenes, and I loved how it all came together and how they worked together really well as well. They were vibing off each other in this cut. It was absolutely awesome. You can see how much fun they were having with it. But what it brought to the scene in itself, there are some scenes in this movie, oh damn, it was so good. As I said before, the characters worked out really well and their dialogues are really great, but there are some epic moments that really make the characters shine in this story. It doesn't feel rushed at all. They each have their 15 minutes of fame, and I feel like they had much more character building in this as well. Guys, I'm going to talk a little bit about the aspect ratio, and I think it's going to throw off quite a lot of people. This was intended to be on the big screen, and I hope I get to see this on the big screen, because it's shot in a way where it's done in IMAX. It's a square aspect ratio. It maybe throw you off in the first 5-10 minutes, but then later on it works really well because you get to see everything top to bottom. It's not like stretched out. And there's one thing that Zack Snyder does really well. He wants you to see the detail in the imagery that he works with, and it works absolutely awesome. The color tone of this movie is absolutely awesome. It stays consistent throughout the whole story. I absolutely love his visuals. He does things like they're painting, so you know you're in for a visual kind of orgasm when you're watching this. That's the only word I can think of, because you're looking around everywhere and you're looking how how much detail and how much the stuff that he's pulled straight out of the comic books, and you're like, my god, like guys, runtime 4 hours 2 minutes. I even watched it all the way to the credits. It doesn't feel like it at all. There are some movies you watch and you're already looking at your phone or you're looking at your watch. Not once in the 4 hours 2 minutes, even when the credits was rolling, that I felt like, oh my god, this was too long. I wanted more. I wanted more. Thomas Hulkenberg. I hope I said that name right, but I know him as Junkie XL. Guys, this soundtrack is absolutely awesome. I cannot wait to grab this on CD or have it on my phone downloaded. It is so epic. He uses the right tones. Each character have their own theme song, and there's one character particularly when he comes on the screen, it was like reading a graphic novel but seeing it on the screen, watching it unfold and the story getting deeper and getting more climactic. And it's like, you know, some of the scenes that they're like double sprayed pages in comic books, and you're like, my god, that looks amazing on the screen. Like, I know how it looks when drawing as an artist, or when I'm reading a comic book and seeing that spread with all the characters in their epic poses, and you see the bad guy and you're like, oh my god. To see it on the big screen, and we've seen it many times before, this was really good. It just felt like it came out straight out of the pages. And what Zack Snyder does is look at the source material and putting it on the big screen. This movie, it's heartfelt, it's joyful, it had its epic moments, it had my moments where I jumped out of my seat, screamed, but I honestly think having the parts in this movie really structured the story really well, and it just flowed. The pace was good, and I was with it, with the whole journey. By the end of the movie, I was left wanting more, but I actually cannot wait to hopefully they put it on the big screens in the cinema for a little run, because I want to see it on the big screen. I want to experience that soundtrack on Dolby surround sound and seeing my favorite characters come to life on the big screen. I can't thank the fans enough to put this all together, this campaign together, to release this cut, and Zack putting it together, actually taking it on and putting it together, HBO Max taking it on, and just, oh guys, you guys are absolutely awesome. Massive, 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 massive thank you to Zack Snyder as well for bringing some of my favorite characters back on the big screen again and making them look badass. The R rating, you're gonna see a bit of blood, a bit of profanity, but it's so totally worth it. This is my little message to Zack Snyder, because as an artist, when you have an unfinished project, and when you've gone through something really tragic, and I cannot compare anything like that to what he's gone through, but to be able to come to this point where he gets to finish this project and show it to the world, dude, I cannot thank you enough, because it was absolutely awesome. I am in a time where I get to see my favorite characters on the big screen, and thank you, dude. This is a love letter to comic book movies, you know what I mean? Thank you, Zack Snyder. Guys, the last bit didn't record. Can you believe my battery died? But I wanted to let you guys know, if you guys are in the US, you can catch it on HBO Max. Guys, if you're based in the UK, you can see it on Sky Cinema and Now TV. Guys, I wanted to say a massive, massive thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys up soon. One love. Peace.